Okay, so I just got out to the garage. I didn't record myself getting anything set up. I realized that without using the tripod or whatever this handheld thing is I have on my GoPro, it apparently makes a lot of noise on the GoPro, and I didn't realize that until I was watching the last video, because typically I like to just hold the GoPro in my hand, but I realized that as I'm turning it around and stuff like that, it's making a lot of noise for you guys, so I decided to cut that out, and I didn't have my tripod on me. So anyways, let's see where we're at. I know I need to do a little bit of cleaning out here in the garage before I get started, just kind of make sure my tools are right where I need them. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'm going to kind of gather myself and figure out what all I have left to do today, and then I'll turn the camera back on. Okay, so in the last video I told you guys that I was having issues installing the distributor. The issue I was having was not directly related to the distributor. It was the fact that I was having a hard time getting on the compression stroke to find top dead center. I was not able to get any compression that blew my finger off the spark plug hole, so I'm a little bit worried. I never pulled the heads or anything like that, so I shouldn't have any issues. The only thing that I did do was I loosened up some rocker arms to make sure that the valves didn't come in contact with my piston stop, which again, that was only on the #1 cylinder, but then afterwards I decided to go through, it was late at night, wasn't really thinking clear, decided to go through and make sure all the other rocker arms were tightened down the way they should be. But I think I might have done like a quarter turn too much on some of them or something. So I'm going to go through, loosen them up, randomly pull some push rods, make sure they're all straight. And so I'm going to get to work on this, and I'll update you guys with any good or bad news that I have. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so driver's side is done and taken care of. I don't have any big push rods. I didn't think I did, but I figured might as well be safe now rather than worry about it later down the road. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to turn the engine over and see if I can't get any compression or blow-by out of the... Alright, so driver's side is done. I don't have any bent push rods. I know I was 99% sure I didn't have any, but I figured I'd go ahead and check now rather than in a week or so when the engine's up and running. I figured if I had any issues, I wanted to know about them now. So that's taken care of, so I am going to see if I can't turn the engine over and get any compression. I'm going to give you guys a better viewpoint, and so yeah, so I'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can't turn this over and kind of listen for more compression than I had before, and see if it'll blow the paper towel out. Alright, perfect. Alright, so that blew the paper towel out. Alright, so that actually worked a lot better than I thought it would. Normally I have to have someone else out here to figure out when I'm at on the compression stroke to have their finger on there while I turn it over. But that paper towel actually blew out of there way stronger than any compression I was getting before, which tells me I just have an over-tightened valve, which is totally fine, it happens. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up with top dead center. Alright, so we got it lined up with top dead center. So now I believe I'm ready to drop the distributor in there. I got our distributor, and I put some assembly lube on the end, so let's see if we have any luck putting her in. This is part of the frustration, so let me show you guys. So our rotor is not pointing at number 1, so we gotta get that figured out. I'm gonna sit here and mess with this and see what all I can't get done and figure out why it's not wanting to go in. All right, guys. So literally seconds after I took oh my gosh! All right, there's oil on this floor, and I don't know if that showed up on footage, but I just about busted my butt. Anyway, seconds after I turned the camera off, I got it to line up. All I did was partway lift it up and got it to disengage with the cam. I just got to get it to engage with the oil pump now. So that's where we're at. Let me turn around and show you guys. So it's pointed at number 1. So, boy, I still can't even think straight. I'm going to try to turn the engine over and get it to pop into the oil pump. I might have to go grab some help and have someone put a little bit of pressure on it while I turn the engine over. But that's where we're at distributor wise, and again, I'll update you guys in a second. All right, so I went ahead and went back, and I wasn't feeling right about it, so I pulled the distributor one last time, went to top dead center of the compression stroke, and reinstalled it. I'm happier with it now, and just to check it, I'm gonna give the engine 1 rotation until I hit the compression stroke and I'm on top dead center, and make sure I'm lined up with my number 1 cylinder. So I'm gonna set you guys up with a view, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So this is probably definitely overkill, but it's better to do it now while everything's apart and make sure everything's right, rather than trying to mess with it later and not being able to figure out why the car won't start. So. All right. So yeah, it's pointed at number 1, and so we're gonna go ahead and move on and figure out what to do next. Okay, so I don't have a lot left here. I'm getting ready to put the carburetor on. I need to route my spark plug wires. I have all the spark plugs in, and I went ahead and re-gapped them to 40 thousandths just to be safe. That's where I like to run mine. You know, it's a lot of it's kind of personal preference, but I run 40 thousandths. But get ready to put the carburetor on. I keep this plate on just to make sure I don't drop anything down the intake manifold. But a lot of this left is just painting some parts. The valve covers that I want to repaint, I painted them already, but I'm not happy with the quality of paint because of the brand I used. I didn't go cheap or anything, it just didn't turn out that great. So I have some different paint I'm going to use, and then I need to paint my radiator cover, and so before I'm ready to start up I need to do that, and then I want to reroute my spark plug wires. So I'm probably going to throw this carb on and finish up for the day, probably throw the distributor cap on. But so I'm going to grab a socket and tighten these down real quick, and then I'll catch back up with you guys in a second. Okay, so that's one thing I really like about these carburetor studs is they screw in with the socket. You don't have to worry about not getting them tight or anything like that. You don't have to you don't have to use 2 nuts to tighten them down. So that's really nice. And I just get them snug. I don't torque them down or go over tight with them. I just snug them down. Okay, that's done. I believe we're ready to sit our carburetor on here. I think. Pretty sure we are. Alright, so I'll grab the gasket and everything and put the carb on. Okay, let's take this off. Put it on the shelf. Alright, time for our gasket. I'm struggling with it. That bad boy. Oh, nice. Okay. Alright, so I'll bolt that down and yeah. Alright guys, so it is really hot out. It's 91 but it feels like 102 according to my phone. So I'm gonna call it a day. I'll come back out here in the evening. Hopefully I'll film it. I just have a few small things left to do, but it's just so hot out here. It's hard to stay motivated. And I can't film a whole lot when I got the fan going because it's just so loud. I mean, it's not loud in like the aspect of it's gonna fall apart. It's just loud in the aspect that it's, to put it on high, it's super loud. But so anyway, so I'll film tonight, but I wanted to make sure you guys got your 2 videos this week. I didn't get a whole lot done, but at the same time I did. So be sure to go check out my other videos. If you go check me out on Facebook, Aries Garage, I'm working on doing a giveaway over there of a tool set. I posted a post this morning about how I wanted to do a giveaway. If that post gets 100 likes, then I'll do a tool set giveaway. I'm not quite for sure what type of tool set, so drop a comment down below of a tool set you would like to have, and maybe we'll do a giveaway there. But go buy yourself some merch. It's not all of it's just directly related to the channel. Some of it's just some cool car shirts. So go check them out. Also tools, if you need some tools, check them out. I'll have a link and a coupon code down below. If you need a radiator, I have a link down to Alloy Works and a coupon code as well. So just be sure to go check all that stuff out. I always try to keep everything up to date down there, and just try to help you guys out. I don't get any kickbacks from the sponsorship stuff. I can't say that enough. I purely work with them to help you guys out, give you guys some good products and some good reviews, stuff like that. So we're getting there. The channel's growing. We're doing better. I'm doing better about pushing content out there. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.